Hey everybody, Jeff James, retired Secret Service, coming to you with another Sunday safety tip. This Sunday safety tip starts with a terrible story. On your screen is a young lady named Samantha Josephson. And in 2019, Samantha came out of a bar, got into a car that she thought was her ride share, and it wasn't. The man behind the wheel was a criminal, took advantage of her mistake, and murdered her that night. The story of her murder is awful. I'm not going to retell it. If you want to go research it, that's fine, but brace yourself because it's terrible. So Samantha's mistake cost her her life. So how do you keep from making that mistake? Well, let's talk about it. And look, this isn't comprehensive. I got 3 minutes to give you information. So here's the most important things I think. One, safety in numbers, like we talked about last week. Had Samantha been with another person on that ride, even another female, she probably doesn't get murdered. The data that we have of two adults being kidnapped is virtually non-existent. We've seen it happen with two kids, but virtually non-existent for adults. For one person to try to kidnap two people, even for that crime of opportunity that criminal took that night, he probably doesn't take the chance with two victims. And what should you do before you get in the car? Again, stay with your people, but two, you verify the details. You make sure the car you're getting into, that the license plate matches what they sent you in the app, and you make the driver say your name. Say, hey, who are you here to pick up? If they don't say your name and last initial, that's not the car for you. Don't get in. Once you do get in, the first thing I want you to do is make sure you can reopen the door. You shut the door and make sure you can reopen it and get out if you had to, and that the driver hasn't engaged the safety locks or the child locks on there to keep you trapped. If you can't get out, you start yelling and screaming and pounding on the window. And while you're still around people on the sidewalk where you've gotten into the car, make sure people know you need help. The other thing I want you to do is to track your ride, share your ride, I should say. You can do it right in the app. You send your ride to someone you trust, boyfriend, girlfriend, parent, whoever, best friend, and they can watch your ride as it goes. And you should also track your ride. Open your Maps app, put in where you're going. And if you see that that driver's taking you away from your destination or a long circuitous route, make sure you call them on it. And look, I know this isn't comprehensive, this isn't everything, but if everything else fails, you be ready to fight for your life to get out of that car. Look, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, a lot of good people just hustling to make a living or a decent side hustle. I know a bunch of people that do it myself, but they do get complaints about assaults and harassment and things like that. So there are times that people like you and me find themselves in bad positions in those situations. So you got to be ready for it. And what you can do to prevent it up front really makes the difference. So I hope you thought this was valuable. I hope it's information you never need. And I will just say that until I see you next Sunday with another Sunday safety tip, please be safe out there.